Hey guys, this is Neo from Back to Warcraft with some good news. Only 3 months after we got patch 1.35 with some balance updates, map pool updates, and custom campaigns, there's a new update on the PTR. Patch 1.36 is in the works. This time, not really geared towards competitive play in terms of balance and map pools, etc. But we get 2 new features in this patch. And that is quite exciting. As you can see, Kyvex posted yesterday, the upcoming patch features a new observer mode UI and automated tournaments. Super exciting stuff. So let's dive into it. Something I never thought I would see from Blizzard, as this is very, very niche to be honest, is observer mode. And what this observer mode does, first and foremost, is to strip Warcraft of the entire UI that you see. So no more menu, no more 1/3 of the screen is cluttered with the huge control UI, no more boxes at the side. That's pretty dope, so we can build on that. And also they implemented some panels that will help you observe games. For example, on the upper right hand side, you see player color, player team, names, gold, lumber, food, and APM. So the resource box basically. On the upper left hand side, you have a little toggleable function that can either show you production, what's currently building, units, upgrades, etc., structures, or you show the units that a player currently has. In the bottom left hand side, there's obviously the minimap. Move to the corner of the screen, very good. And also a box for heroes, as you can see. That hero box features what hero it is, what level it is, what skills this hero possesses, and the inventory of that hero. Plus, on the bottom right-hand side, you see the little stat box for a unit or a hero or a building. Shows you the stats, the level, HP, mana, and the inventory or armor type, for example. This is for 2 players. It works for up to 12 players. I wasn't able to make it work for more than 12 players at the moment, but with 12 players, it gets a little clunky, to be honest. It's certainly better the fewer players there are. As you can see, the hero box can only feature up to 4, while the production and the other scoreboard here, the resource board, can feature up to 12. The panel on the right hand side, this is where you can select and deselect the boxes. So if you don't want to see them, you just deselect them. If you want to have the information, you click the button. You can also disable this to get the super clean look that you saw here. So this is exciting stuff. This is by no means perfect, but it's a big help to make Warcraft 3 more displayable, to bring it also from an observing standpoint and from a UI creation standpoint like we do, to the next level. I have tons and tons of feedback on this that I will put into a different video because I'm a little nitpicky with stuff like this. But in general, seeing an observer mode is something I never thought I would see for Warcraft 3. Automated tournaments is the next big thing. They will run every single day. They are now part of the versus screen that you can see in Warcraft 3 Reforged. So it's not only unranked, ranked, it's also tournaments now. And you can select your race, obviously. There's certain maps, there's a leaderboard, and tournaments are held every single day. This information screen is quite well done. Everyone can play, so you're not locked behind an MMR or something. You play against all the other players that are willing to participate in this tournament. They can select different game rules for every single day. So for example, on Monday, you can only select Night Elf. On Tuesday, you only play on Echo Isles. On Wednesday, it's maybe 4-4 or FFA. You know, you can change it up every single day, and that's a really cool thing. All of the players start with the preliminary round that is up to 8 games. There's a time limit on these games as well. The top 16 gets placed into an elimination round, which is basically a single elimination bracket, and the winner of that is the tournament champion. With all the wins you gather in the tournament, you can unlock new profile pictures, which are, I think, solely designed for this. So that's also very cool. The FAQ gives us a little more information. I think this has been copy-pasted from the old Battle.net, so I'm not too sure how up-to-date this is. But here's the negative part. Tournaments either start early or late in the day for me. Why? Because the tournaments are starting at the same time every single day across the world and not across the server. And I think that is a problem. So as you can see, it is 4 p.m. Western time. It is 7 p.m. Eastern time in North America. For Europe, it's like midnight to 1 a.m. That's bad. CIS countries even later. And for Korea, it's super early. So in my opinion, they should hold tournaments not worldwide at the same day, but rather server-wide. So a 7 p.m. start time for the Eastern time zone, or maybe 8 p.m. even, but that should also then be 8 p.m. on the European server. That's my little nitpick on this. I am also very curious how this will work, if this will work. We all saw the disaster that was the launch of the rank play. The ladder of Battle.net wins were not counted, etc., etc. It was all a big mess. And tournaments are quite a bit harder to do than a ladder. And I judged it from the fact that Warcraft 3 Champions was able to introduce a ladder very, very quickly that is working to this day, but never really did automated tournaments. This could also be the first feature that Blizzard provides that Warcraft 3 Champions could never finish. Which is an interesting development if it all works as intended. And there is also a topic that we might have to bring up, is that after bringing custom campaigns, I'm pretty sure that tournaments is the last feature that was part of the original Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne that was killed in the process of building Reforged. And if tournaments are back and working, Reforged is basically feature complete. I was very angry with Blizzard when they removed automated tournaments. They did this even prior to Reforged with the reason of nobody plays this tournament, so we remove them. That was an obvious lie plus a hen and egg problem, because back then, prior to Reforged, balance was outdated, map pools were outdated, anti-cheat was outdated. And so when you played on Battle.net compared to W3 Arena, everything was infested with hackers and drop hacks and map hacks and invincibility hacks. Nobody played on Battle.net because it wasn't functional. Now it's definitely more functional than that, and I am very excited to see tournaments coming back if they work. So this is interesting. I wonder, because at the moment, you can still refund Warcraft 3 Reforged. If you buy it and you're not satisfied with it, you can still refund it. And the reason for that is that it's not feature complete in comparison to the old Warcraft 3. With tournaments being back, it is. So does this mean that the refund policy goes away or will be changed? Can we then, when the refund policy is back or eliminated, be part of all the sales that Blizzard runs? Because Reforged was never part of one of these sales. Could it even be made free to play down the road? We never know, man. There is rumors of a Reforged kind of thing. A soft new launch. There was a a survey from Blizzard about this, and the first couple of items that were mentioned in this survey are coming to the live version of Warcraft 3 now. So that will definitely fuel the rumors. The rumor mills, they're spinning. There's another little part here. Chat is now optional, which is a really good thing. As you all know, Battle.net is not really moderated. So there is some nasty language there. You can all disable this now. It would be better if it would be moderated, of course, but this is resource heavy and needs human beings to work on that, like it is on War3 Champions, where everything is just a lot better. But if you don't want to be exposed to toxic language from some people, you can disable chat. It's not the best solution, but it is a better solution than what we currently have, and it's optional. So that's pretty cool. Also, a handful of bug fixes that will, for example, restore Naga graphics. You know, there's a Naga race in Warcraft 3 custom games, but these graphics, especially the water in the buildings of the Naga, were bugged, and now hopefully this is fixed with that. So yeah, super interesting stuff. New features for Warcraft 3. Did you guys test the observer mode? What do you think of the observer mode? Are you looking forward to these tournaments? Do you have feedback for these tournaments? Do you have ideas what game modes to run? Put it in the comments, and also look forward to my intensive feedback on the observer mode, which will also give a little preview maybe of what I want to do with the new freedom that we have, and also probably a more detailed view on tournaments later here on the channel. So hit the subscribe button to not miss any of these, and hit us in the comments with the feedback and your thoughts about patch 1.36 observer mode and automated tournaments. See you later.